Greetings and welcome, intrepid travelers. It's me, Dashboard Devil, and we've got a show. And so today we're going to start off with checking out my latest kaleidoscope. I built it. I started building it during uh, Delta One's Friday night stream. And that was, as some of you probably know, in honor of Zoo Games, who passed away 2 years ago. And we had a few people out here building. Oddly, I can only see one other base right now, and that's Delta's. I know there was like 5 other bases here previously. Uh, I don't know what's going on. There was 2 here a couple of days ago. So we'll check out deltas a little bit later after we check out mine, and then we'll do a little bit of exploring in Eisentam, and then we will head back to the Anglerfish. I'll show you all the updates I've done. I've moved one whole section clear to the other side of the fish, and yeah, I like the direction that it's going in. And now that we have a patch and I've got the mods turned on, we're gonna hop into it. And let's see who we have here today with us. We got Super Soft Drink. We got Zesty and Krusty Butte. Welcome in, everyone. And yeah, here we go. So I made this little, landing pad, which I often do, not always, but often make a little landing area. And since this was for zoo, I left behind a few little objects, sort of, a remembrance of zoo. And yeah, so I thought this was a nice little shrunken down refiner up there at the top, the little Atlantid refiner. And we've got various Atlantid parts mixed in there. So there's that. And now I'm trying to think the best way is to just go into camera mode unless someone were to join me in game. And any of you now that are also in No Man's High, I'm broadcasting out of there. So if anybody wants to hop into voice chat, feel free to do so if you've got the ability or time. Until such a time, I'll just go into build camera mode. And we'll check this out. We've got lots of um, electromagnetic field generators, or yeah, EM field generators. We've got lots of the Atlantid refiner. I love those little spinny crystals. And then we've got this Atlantid antenna, and the top of it goes up in here, and so we've got this cool little spinny motion inside of the EM generator. And we've got all of these micro movements of the tubes. And then on the EM generators, we've got those little tracing teal lines. So there's a lot of stuff going on, like when you pan out, and you can't see all of it unless you start looking really closely at all the little parts. The black hole light is giving us that multi-blue hued sort of tracing colors as it loops around the black hole sign. Got the beam from the signal booster cruising along. And then you can see, like, we've got lots of X's in here from the scissor lifts. I've been wanting to use scissor lifts for a long time. Partially because it's such a ridiculous piece. I mean, like, it has some uses, but I find it hilarious that there's a scissor lift at every paleontological dig. Uh, never seen one of those in reality at a paleontological dig. So I thought that was pretty ridiculous, and I thought it would be equally as fun and ridiculous to include in a kaleidoscope. So that's what I did. And then we've got the globes. And then here's where all of the points of the next set of EM generators meets in the center. It's just so mesmerizing, the flow of color. This isn't near as complex as, say, what APG gets up to. I kind of went for speed on this one, and I feel like it turned out pretty well. It also has the anomaly seals in it, but when I turned it on, it just didn't quite vibe the way I felt it should. But I'll show you what that looks like. We'll go into camera mode without. I feel like the colors on this one are really well balanced as you cruise around. And this is one where it's the same on both sides. There's plenty of mine that are different on the different sides that you take a look at, but this one is pretty much exactly the same on the other side. It's just, you know, a mirror image, because, you know, the black hole sign is, you know, just the reverse image of that. So yeah. And now I will go up and turn on all of those anomaly seals, which is a feat. Luckily I did it every other one. Just gotta float just right. Luckily I've got this insane jetpack right now. Did I get it? I think I got it. There we go. Keep it going. Oh no, is the heist broken? It looks like heists are broken. I bet Streamlabs updated. Alright, is that all of them? Looks like it. So it adds the purple fog, but for whatever reason it's not rendering all of the wave patterns like it should be. And I'm not sure if that's because there's a chromatic distortion on this planet that's keeping it from doing something like that. Because sometimes that will kind of cancel out some of the patterning from there. But yeah, like it's just not, you can see a little bit of the pattern. Like right there, you can see a little bit of it, but it should be much more pronounced, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. Like it should be a whole lot more pronounced than that. So I'm gonna see real quick if it's in settings. See if I've got some settings weird in the, no, everything's on ultra. I wonder if it's some of the DLSS quality or anti-aliasing stuff that I have no idea. This stuff is like over my head. This stuff right. But hold on just a second. I'm gonna crack open CloudBot here. Oh, CloudBot says it's working. That's very strange. Oh, jeez. Okay, like my freaking chat completely froze on me, and you guys have been talking away, and I haven't seen any of it. Okay, let me reset stuff real quick. Oh, god damn it. That's so fucking annoying. Urgh, damn it. Okay, let me go back. Hey there, Scott, Rinse, Repeat, and Grimy. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping all the green hearts for Zoo out there. And I'm just getting caught up in chat, taking a look. Do. That center is really cool. Thank you. Back away from the nip nap. Pride for my cold dead hands. BRB gotta get some fungus to look at this. Yeah, I love the color scheme. Thanks, Grammy. Be haunted by Zesty for life. Yeah, you would. Squirrel too much. Oh, shiny. Everyone needs a working scissor lift. Scissor me timbers. I'm getting seasick. Oh no. Is that for me jetpacking around up and down? I did not intentionally ignore you, I swear. I'm just going to see what's going on with the heist, because this should be working. I'm not sure why it isn't. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I guess it's working now. That was fucking weird. Hey, hey again, yet again, Kiwi Pirate. How you doing? All right. Yeah, I don't know why these are not showing up. Like they showed up great for Kevin, and we've got similar rigs. So I think it's a setting that I don't know about. I'll have to bug him about what settings he's got, because this I thought that they had nerfed the whole look of the anomaly seal, but it was amazing on Kevin's stream earlier. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck. But I like I like the combination of the top part of the scissor lift, the globe as it's spinning around, and the pattern from the EM field generators. Like all of that together creates a different vibe than I've done before on one of these builds. I love it. And for one that came together pretty quickly, uh, I love how it turned out. There was a bit of finagling in here, and I had to take stuff apart, and deleting my cubes from the inside was really difficult because of all of this stuff right here. It was very hard to delete those out. But yeah, this you can see why I didn't care for the anomaly seal activation this particular instance, because it's just not doing what I wanted it to do. Um, but yeah, hopefully we can get that worked out soon. Oh no, did you not make it back, Zesty? That's a crying shame. All right, now that we've checked that out, let's go see the only other base that's showing up. Oh, but before that, let's put up those glyphs in case anyone else wants to come out here, pay a visit, build a kaleidoscope or a pyramid, or, whatever you like. I think Delta might be coming back. I'm not for sure though. And who knows, maybe no one will ever come back. Well, it's just one of those things. We'll see how it goes. She wants my nip nip. Hey, I don't push people overboard. Someone needs to make this for me in real life, but as a pendant for a necklace in exactly those colors. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, off we go. Oh, see, I got that flickering back. That flickering is still an issue. I've heard from a video that a guy by the name of Good Guys Free on YouTube, he fixed he fixed the flicker by dropping down. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's try that real quick. Oh man. Let's try that. We're going to go in to our options, And let me check something before I do that. Yeah. So check out Good Guys Free. He does some really good content and is just a great dude all around. So we're going to go over to display and graphics. We're going to go to drop everything down to standard. Oh, that'll be interesting. What does standard look like on my rig? Restart required. All right. Let's do a restore point. Reload restore point. Hey, Gunboat Willie, welcome in. How you feeling lately? Hope you're doing all right and healing up. Okay, so everything kind of looks, it doesn't look exactly the same. It doesn't look bad though. What does this look like? Oh, it's taken some time. Oh, it doesn't have quite all of the colors. Yeah, the colors aren't really showing up. Have to get really close in order for all the parts to even show up. All right, so we did that, and now we're supposed to, according to the video, go back into display graphics, and we kick this all back up into Ultra. Apply. Now we got to do a restart. And let's see if that took care of the flickering issue when we got in our ship. Vision still an issue, otherwise not too bad. Still the good days and bad overall. I'm sure, man. I feel for you. I hope you. I hope you get more good days in a row, and that continues on. Okay, everything's showing up nice and bright like it should. I just want to see if that changed anything with the anomaly seal. Just gonna light up a couple of them. That didn't really change much. It still looks about the same as it did. I gotta check out those other settings. I'll bug Kevin later. Alright, let's go over and check out deltas. For a second there, I thought someone joined me. That's a dope looking ship. Not a big fan of the thrusters, of the triple thruster. Never really cared for that one very much. Interesting colors. Okay, I can see from that ship we definitely have some color distortion in this system. So that could be part of why the anomaly seals aren't showing up the way they should. Just want to get a closer up look of this ship. I'm not big on green, but that's pretty cool looking. Oh, did I pass it already? Oh, right. I wasn't that far away from Delta. And I think he didn't even put in a landing pad. Put the air conditioning in the window for a bit. Canada fireworks in a few hours. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got kind of a warm day in the PNW. We've got a single wall unit for AC. No other AC in the whole house. All right, let's reload restore point. Okay, just reading up on chat. When it gets hot here, walking around in just my thong is for some reason frowned upon. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, ugh, the hell's wrong with people? I just ate the ripe strawberries from my balcony garden. They're perfect all on their own. They don't need anything. I swear we've forgotten what real food is supposed to taste like. I agree. We've got some strawberries and we've got some raspberries. We just had a few of both of those, and oh my gosh, it's like whatever you last saw was your best strawberry at the store. Just no, just no. What do we have here? Okay, we've got the globe in the middle. We've got an anomaly seal right there. And there's a whole bunch of anomaly seals in here. I tried to get them all activated, but I could not reach them all. It was such a pain. Such a pain. But I'll get that one in the middle started. See it? Oh, he's got an enlarged one. It is casting a larger sort of field. And that's the kind of rippling we should see on a regular one on my base. But still, the pattern of the coloration isn't just isn't there for what I should be seeing. So it's either settings or the distortion, the chromatic distortion on this planet. This isn't very many pieces, but it's super cool. Look at the little Oh, and there's fire barrels in there. I forgot about the fire barrels. That is cool. And you see the little purple tubes tracing. Yeah, that's nice. Simple but effective. That's what I like a lot. Simple and effective. Fun fact, we don't pay for AC there. Really interesting. Because you don't like you just have cold air off the coast. I missed the raspberry patch I had at my old house. The taste was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so we're growing. We planted a ton of stuff this year. We we've got several, I guess maybe three varieties of blueberry, raspberry, and what they call salmonberry. It looks like a blackberry, but uh, it's like the shape of a blackberry, but it looks like salmon eggs. It's like this really intense orange that's semi-translucent, and it looks like weird. It kind of looks weird. It messes with your head a little bit. And we also planted kiwi berries. And then our neighbor has raspberries and plums and persimmons that hang over into our yard, so we just reach over and grab it. But we're trying out for like a whole fruit feast in our backyard. And that's aside from an absurd amount of tomatoes, and we're growing so much tomatoes, potatoes, sweet potatoes, herbs, you name it, we're trying to plant it. Okay, we checked out the only kaleidoscopes we can see on this planet. So next we're going to do some exploring in Eissentam. And if you weren't here for my last stream, we we were exploring my so this save file that I'm on right now was largely has been used for non No Man's High stuff. So this was like mercenary adventures with Enra, uh, community builds for other communities, stuff like that. And so I never did many of the quests, the main storyline. So I decided to run the storyline to get access to purple stars and with this save file. So this is this was my sixth run of the Purge. And so what we're going to check out now is all of the places that I stopped along the way for the Purge. I stayed there long enough to just do a quick scan of a couple of things just to see if they were interesting, and then just went on to the next marker along the path. So we're going to check that out. And here we are. This has a terrible name, Gomert Beta. And it's rainy right now, which is how I left it earlier. But it's actually quite beautiful when there's not a storm. Now, where's my ship? There's my ship down there. We're gonna pop up here, and it's got my favorite type of archive, and that's the globe. Oh, there's a photographic opportunity, and you know I don't like to pass those up. Drop the fog a little bit. Gonna knock the vignette out. And then I'm gonna read chat a little bit. Had a small raspberry patch at my old house too. Love just going out in the morning and finding breakfast. Yeah. Like for several weeks, we'd go out every day and hit up the snow peas and sugar snap peas and just eat those. They were so incredible right off the vine. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gone Boat Willie, you planted them in the early 70s. Each one was around an inch long and packed with flavor. Oh, sounds amazing. On my balcony, I grow potatoes, onions, cucumbers, tomatoes, arugula, herbs, strawberries, hot peppers. Yeah, we got peppers going too. We got cucumbers. We got squash. We got some random fucking squash pumpkin, maybe. We don't know. It's like really huge and odd, and we don't even know what the hell it is yet. Still growing. We'll find out. Oh, Zesty's not allowed to grow nip nip. I can't grow nip nip either. Like, it's allowed. I have a card, but I am too close to a school, and so that is illegal. But I can hit up one of my friends uh, to uh, get some grow space. All right, and, okay. One of my favorite things to do is during a storm is go into the vintage filter and look at that. Just gotta get this aligned properly. And look, there's a planet right above the globe. So in order to get that to appear a little bit better, we'll knock out a little bit of the clouds, thin that out a little bit, add some drama to the image. And let's see if I can. Oh, dang. Okay. It's really weird with this ultra wide monitor. Wherever I click the sun, it doesn't line up the way it should. So I have to like click around until I find the right place for it to go. That's pretty cool. Knock the field of view down so that planet above there isn't so oblong. That's a cool shot. Dun, 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 dun. One of my old bosses had plum trees, organic. Oh my god, I think about died the first time I tasted one fresh picked. Yeah, yeah, that's unreal. Completely unreal. Thunder and lightning. It's legal to grow, but my lease forbids it. Yeah, Zesty, that's a bummer. Not cool, man. Your NMS photography is on point dash. Thanks, Grammy. I appreciate that. I uh I freaking enjoy the hell out of this. I like how that turned out. All right, so now you can see, now that the storm is gone, you can see it's a pretty sweet planet. No, we got that flickering back. And it looks even worse than it was earlier. Okay. All right. I'll have to let Good Guys Free know that it did not work for me. Okay. I don't think this planet has water on it. But it don't hurt to check around a little bit. Nah, I don't think it does. That's all right. There's other planets to check out while we're here. Oh, and there's also the space station. 2 minutes. Yeah, we're closer to the space station. Let's go there first. At least I think. It's hard to tell sometimes. Yep, we're definitely closer. Spin around. Yeah, I'm all about giving pointers, Grammy. Definitely. Let's check out some multi-tool cabinets. C-class. Another. No, I don't want to talk to you. Another C-class? Ah. Go away. Not interested. Oh, wait. Is there anything else I wanted to check while I'm here? If we had some ships landing, that'd be great. But I'm not seeing any ships land. Haha, of course. Oh, that's an explorer, it looked like. Yep. What have we here? A little white and yellow. Not bad with the no wings on it. All right, let's skip this pop stand. Wait, what do we have? All right, we've got a corrosive planet named Gran. Radioactive abomination. Paradise planet. And then a swamp planet. Well, we're pointed at the swamp planet. Let's check it out. They stopped being really cool for me. Most of the time I don't like them in these days and I generally ignore them. But we'll stop by since we're already right here. I just toss stuff in pots and see what happens, Grammy. Someone warned the Kraken. I'm on my way down. Oh, okay. It's all swamp. It's all just water. There's gotta be some land around here. There we go. There's some land. All right, this is a good place. Is any touchdown? What does it look like during the day? Oh, blue skies at least. I mean, it looks all right. Nothing to write home about. Since we're here, check out the local fauna. Oh, it's got storm crystals on it, so this is a harsh weather planet. What have we got here? Oh, it's all flying and underwater and a couple of underground. Well, I'm generally less interested in all of that, so I think we're just going to take off. See ya. All right, let's hit up that paradise planet. There it is right over there. Couldn't tell if this one had water from the map. Sometimes it's easy to tell. That one was not quite as easy because it's like a red grass planet, but it might also have red water. We'll just see when we get there. Do 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 do. Still like 25 seconds. Dang. That's farther away than I thought it was. What the heck, yo? Just gotta check something out. There we go. All right. And here we are. I feel like I've been seeing a much greater amount of red paradise planets, like red grass. And so we've got a floating island paradise. I feel like I've seen this very planet several times lately. Got a little localized blue fog in front of our face. I wish we could toggle that off. That'd be great. A little tiny floating planet right over here, or a little island, tiny island. For a while, you could land on these little ones. Nope, right through it, right to the ground. Nuh-uh. And let's check for water. Nope. There's our bedrock. Chances are no water. Planetary rings off in the distance. But what creatures do we have? Tiny deer creature. Deer-like creature, I guess. Oh, passed one up. Oh, it's on the other. Oh, wait. There it is. There you are. Crabs. Ooh, mostly white. That's kind of cool looking. How many land creatures do we have? We've got one more ground creature. I am not seeing it. Let me make sure that, okay, common ground, mostly diurnal. It's got to be a daytime. This one will probably bleed into the like early morning or early dusk, late dusk. One of those, I can't remember. All right, I have no idea how long it's going to take. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? What have we here? Oh, yeah, there we go. Salvage container. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Made short work of that. Dirty cylinders. Such dirty cylinders. Kraken said, yum. Yeah, like Zesty hasn't responded since. I guess the Kraken got her. Hey, Ray, welcome in. Oh, yikes. Ran right into that island. That's what I get for trying to catch up with chat. Let's find us some daylight. Which direction are the shadows hitting? That's going to put us over there. Just want to see what other creature we've got. There's the sun right there. That was kind of close. This would be even better if it had water. Okay, one more ground creature I want to try to find before we move on to the next system. And there it is. Oh, it's tiny. You're going to get singed underneath my ship. Oh, it's a little bipedal cow type. All right, not interested. Let's motor on. Okay, so a lot of this stuff we covered in the last stream, so I'm going to zip on past. Oh, wait, I do have one. Okay, here we are. It's in this line, this one right here. We're going to stop by here real quick. And I don't know who all likes to have like a sort of Earth-like planet. It's got blue water. It's got green grass, blue skies, but it also has rings around it. Look at that. It's very green, very blue, very Earth. Some people love them. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't get super excited when I find an Earth-like planet because I like the like weird ass shit. This looks like almost like the Everglades. Needs more like shrubbery, like scrub growing on the water. But it's cool. I have not landed on this planet, and if someone is interested, it can be yours to do with whatever you like. It's in Eissentam. There's the glyphs right there. If that's something you're interested in, take it over. None of the 3 planets have been explored, so you'd be able to name everything. And anyone who wants it, like, first one here gets it. So I'll just leave that. Oh, is it still being weird about adding points? Oh, there we go. You got it. You're invisible, but still made of matter. You matter. Okay, so I'm going to leave this untouched if someone wants it. And we will head back into the wild blue. Okay, so all of these we covered in the last stream. And I think it was just these last 4. Let's start off here and go. We might just need to hold our tongue just right. That's all it takes sometimes. Okay, we've got 4 here. I did land on that while I was doing the what do you call it? The purge. And oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but this was my 6th time doing the purge quest. 6, because I have that many active save files that I used to build on. And I'm going to be doing one more. I'm going to run my 7th one here fairly soon because I've got a project that I can finally do, and it could potentially take up an entire save files worth of build parts. Like, think city size. Like APG city size. It could be. I'm not saying that it's guaranteed. It might, it might come in half that. I don't know for sure. I won't know until I really dig into the build that is super top secret for right now. So here's something grimy if you're still around. Yeah, you are. Uh, so I sometimes just like will look for stuff like this. So it's got this tiny little planet and it has one of those trees on it. So I'll fly in front of the little distortion in front of the ship. And I'll, just mess around with it and see if it looks good. Sometimes this kind of thing works out really well. Other times it does not. So you just have to play around with it and see what comes of it. This one is okay, but it's not like I feel like there should be other features to this. There's not enough like drawing you to it in this shot. And I don't know if going around and putting that in the background might help that. Oh, I can't go out that far. Let's try this again. It just needed a little bit something else in the shot. Ah, it's still too far away. It's hard to strike a balance between getting rid of the fog and then getting to where you're trying to go. As always, I ditch the vignette. It's extremely rare that I ever utilize the vignette. So I'm going to scoot back a ways and then take in the field of view so that the island with all of the trees in the background are brought forward. And I wouldn't say that this is like the best image, but it's kind of cool. It's not going to win any awards, I don't think. Oh, and slight humble brag. I did get one of my images in the game a couple of years ago. So I've got that feather in my cap. You always forget the depth of field. Oh, yeah. Feed me, Seymour. Okay. I forgot that this planet was like that. There's nothing else really in this planet that is super exciting, so we're going to fly on to the next. Okay, we've got 3 to go. And if I remember correctly, this one didn't have much in the way of interesting planets either, so we might skip through this one pretty quickly. Oh, wait. That might have one. Where is that? There's one hiding behind that planet. Okay, grassy planet. That's the one that we saw right here. Pretty sure that's it. You can often tell, not always, but you can often tell what type of planet by the coloration. Like this is going to be some kind of frozen planet. This is going to be these are like arid or like the cactus type planets, or the radioactive planets are often those colors. And one of those I think is either an abandoned or could be a um, low atmosphere planet. Pardon me just a minute while I get a beverage. Refreshing. Just finished off my ice latte. Okay, yellow and green. Ooh, I had 2 ice lattes today. Dang, if I do that, man, I will seriously go into anxiety panic attack. Etant Delta is the name of this planet. Right away, I love striders. Those are great to have on a planet. Little sheep cow thingy. Got one of those cow thingies with is that a boomerang head or horns? Oh, it's one of those freaky things. Little scoop head. What else have we got? Got some birds. What's that over there? Another bird. What do we have left? 2 ground. Yep, 2 ground. That's all we're really interested in, or that's all I'm really interested in. Oops. There we go. I do love the dragons, little butterfly wing dragons. Those are great. Just checking, did I miss anybody come in? Nope. I think everyone is present and accounted for. Four cups of black coffee. Grimy. Dude. Dude. Dude, man, yo. Like, my dad was a black coffee drinker, and he would drink like at least a half or 3/4 of a pot in the morning before leaving the house. At least a pot while at work, and then drink at least a half a pot at home after work. It was it was wild. And it was like strong ass Louisiana coffee. That's what my dad drank. Yo ho and grow some hair on your chest level coffee. That's right. Oh, then you fell asleep. That's a riot. Okay, what do we have? Let's do a little scan just to see. Sometimes the color is a little deceiving. We got a webbed planet. Oh, what's this moon? Rocky moon. That's generally like a desert planet. Frozen planet. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, because we're really looking for, lush worlds is my thing. That's what I like to find. Or like sometimes I do get into the infested planets. Those are pretty sweet. Okay, we've got 4, and wait a minute. No, I went backwards. I went the wrong way. Not that way. This way. Okay. Two more systems to go, and then we'll go and check out that build. Oh, wait. Come on, come on, come on, hurry up. Nope. There we go. Okay, I need to get away a little. That's too close. Look at that. Instantly fell into a pretty dope picture. I like having that rainbow up in the upper right corner. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one. That was good. And what's this planet? Azure planet. Sometimes those are cool. Sometimes. Okay, got the purple clouds. Oh, that's cool. All right, here's a tip that I like to give people, Grammy, when you're checking out pictures, is to just go into the settings mode and like let me knock down some more of the clouds so you can see the background color of the sky. Kill the vignette. And then just take it through an entire day and see what kind of vibe you get. And like that right there is a pretty dope picture. Oh, we got those planets right there on the horizon. Okay, so let's go this way a little bit farther away. Because we want the angle to shift a little bit. Oh, Actually, we want to go the other way so that that planet behind it will show up a little better. There we go. That's getting there. My gaming buddy is like that. He could mainline an IV drip of coffee all day and night and still can sleep. Yeah, my dad, after drinking coffee all day at work, would come home, nap, wake up, want more coffee. That's when he would drink his next half pot at least. Gunboat Willie, I was the same. Could drink coffee all day and still sleep. The nip nip was why. There was a while where I could where I could drink caffeine at night and just go right to bed. Didn't have any issues. Oh, okay, went too far because now those planets are gone. Oh, there they are. Let's go a little bit closer in. Can see me shifting in and out of the atmosphere. Okay, go a little bit. Why? Okay, that was not what I hoped. So now I'm getting a weird alignment with the rings, and I wanted those to be a little bit more prominent. Oh, but we have this vision of a planet over here ahead of us. Let's try this again. We could end up going for a different shot altogether. But this looks like it might work. Almost wide enough to get all of that in. Almost. If I go too far away, no, that's not going to happen. All right. That's pretty sweet. You can see the curvature of the planet. Got the clouds coming up. Let's make a few more clouds. So that's often fun to mess with. Not the best, but it's a pretty cool pick. Not too shabby. Okay. What have we here? A desert planet with red water. All right. That could be interesting. It could be terrible. We'll check it out. Yep, gonna have to go wander around space now. Right. Oh, meow. That should be an MS poster. Yeah, it could work. It could work. Whoa. Oh, it's still in vintage filter. Gotta kill that. Why is it so dark? Oh, I had all the clouds turned up, that's why. There's a really cool coloration on the horizon with the purple cloud, the golden lower sky, and then the green upper sky. Looks like a jungle planet, maybe. But I want sort of like a centerpiece. Do we have a planet on the horizon? There we go. All right, so I need to go a little bit farther away. Try this again. Another thing, when you're flying around, you see these planets aligned. Oh, check that out. Check that alignment out. Okay, so I'll show you how to lay those planets flat on the horizon. And it's just a matter of maneuvering around. So one of the things we're going to have to do is go away from it in this direction a little bit. So whichever planet is the highest, you want to fly away in that direction. And so what that's going to do is kind of you're going around the surface of the planet in such a way that it lays down. So you can see it's not quite there. I need to fly back to get the other planets. Oh wait, nope, I went the wrong way. Sorry, that's my bad. So you don't want to fly away from the tallest planet. You want to fly toward the lowest planet. A little mixed up because the nip nip hit. All right, now you can see that it's like laying down. And now since it's that direction in the sky, we're going to fly in the opposite direction to get it closer to the horizon. All right, let's check, see where we're at. Did I go too far again? Nope, there they are up there. There we go. They are touching down now. Okay, now we fly a little bit more towards that one. And it'll just slowly rotate around. Okay, a little bit more. There we go. Now let's go fly down. The hard part in doing this, when you go around the planet to adjust those, you might not have the surface conditions that you were wanting when you started this out. Like I wanted water in the shot, and this is mostly land, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. But you can fly around and just look for more water. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you find cool caves. Oh, there we go. There's some water. It's not as wide open as we had before for the water, but it might still work out nicely. Unless that was just an illusion, which it looks like it might have been. And it is super hard to see during these storms. Yep, that was an illusion of water. This is a dry ass part of the planet. All right. This is not cooperating, so we might skip it. Sometimes that's what happens when you're in pursuit of a cool shot. And man, this storm is gnarly. Which direction are we even going? This feels like Willy Wonka. What the hell's going on? Where's our planets? There we go. That makes for an interesting shot. Let's see what we can do with this. Move around that boulder. You don't want to go too much beyond like 111, 112 in that range, because that's when things start to stretch along the edges pretty badly. Let's knock the clouds back a little bit. And sometimes the clouds don't cooperate, and you just have to get rid of them all the way, which can still make for a pretty cool shot. There we go. I'll take that one. Storm clearing. What else? Okay, we were on that one. What's this one over here? Oh, that looks like a... It's a corrosive planet, but what's this one? Barren planet. Nah. Get the hell out of here. And we will head to... So this was the last stop on the purge before jumping the core. So we're going to head over there because there's one pretty cool planet that I liked. All right, that was pretty quick. What is this? Hot planet. Well, I like hot planets too. Well, more so volcanic planets. So we'll see what we have, what's in store for us here. This looks like just a typical hot planet that has this one big ass type of tree. Oops. Take the vintage filter off, default filter on. There we go. Let's add some clouds back. Just enough. Lower the camera down. Now we're starting to see a much more interesting image. Move away from that one that's like right in our face. I can't get around it. Well, it being in the corner down there is not that big of a deal. That's bugging me. Let's try this again. This is better. There we go. We want some of the stars in the sky. Just little wisps of the clouds. Let's take some of those back out so it's just really light. Maneuver the camera around a little bit. And you just play around with everything until an image starts to emerge. Bring this back. And we're going to zoom in with that. Make that planet pop a little bit better. Oops. Messed up the light. Change the time. Let's make it a little bit earlier or later in the morning. There we go. And you can see the orange peeking through a little bit. And let's mess with the fog a little bit. That reveals the trees in the background a little bit more. You can see them, what looks like it's more populated. It's just less hazed out by the fog. All right, now that we're down that far, I want to get rid of the clouds so that planet sticks out more. And I think that's pretty cool. And I'll take that shot. All right. I can get out of this tree. Bad pilot. Oh, Hedis. I thought it said headless when I first landed on it, but it's Hedis. And I haven't checked out any of the other planets here. Oh, we got a paradise. Looks like no water, but I do love a good teal planet, especially if it has glowy grass. Drawback for no water, but it might still be badass. Looks fairly monochrome. Trees are green. Okay. Looks like a jungle type, but it's really sparse. What kind of fauna do we have? It's a cool enough planet where we can check that out. Got birds. Oh, is this... Oh, we've got... Oh, okay, foreground. Usually when there's only 5 or 6, it's mostly birds or all birds. I have several planets that I just called Oops All Birds. All right. Got a little kangaroo dude. Some cool ships. Not too shabby. We'll stop by the space station and check the multi-tool cabinets too. Oh wait. Where'd you go? There you go. Okay, that got you too. There we go. It's a get. Jackal-headed cat. Oh, but that all of those were cats? That's kind of an unusual grouping of the same kind of cat that close together. Yeah, I think at this point the only thing that would have me put a double rainbow all the way across the sky. The only thing that would have me put a base computer down here is if there were Diplo. Like how many? Got one more ground, rare, always active. A Diplo would be cool. I do like to mark those planets when I find them. There's a few that I've forgotten to mark along the way. We got autophage camp. I'm going to dig into the staff assembly real quick since we're here. I'm always on the lookout for something cool, especially if it's an S-class. Not digging that color set. Still not changed. What I've noticed after the most recent update is most of these end up having the same exact color, and I'm not real thrilled about that. I liked the randomness of digging through and finding interesting color combinations, and you just never knew what you were going to find. Oh, we got purple. Let's try for that havoc core. Purple and teal, nice. I think I already have a couple of purple and teal on a different save, but that's pretty dope. It's a B class. Meh. Alright, let's switch this out. And my favorite, the Radiant Heart. Oh, and it's still that gold and turquoise color. Not a fan, I must say. Not a fan. Okay, one more. There's got to be one more. It's around here somewhere. One more ground fauna. If we don't find it in a minute here, we will go to the next planet of interest. It's like all the fauna just like went to bed, I guess. They're all like, no, I'm out. Hit the nip nip too hard. We're gone. Oh, there it is. It's a bunny headed cow or sheep, whatever you want to. Okay, now we're out. And, you know, while you're watching, if you don't mind smashing that like button, I sure would appreciate it. And if you like my content, want to see some more, feel free to subscribe. I'm doing this on Tuesdays, generally speaking, and every now and then I throw in a random stream at a very random time. Wait, what's this planet right here? Oh, that's the hot planet. All right, this is where the purge ended. And like I said before, this was my 6th run of the purge. And I like sporal planets. I wish they were more densely populated with flora and the calcishroom type stuff. But they're not. But to find a purple one is so cool. And of course I put it next to a portal. Oh, you got the heist going. Adding points. But look at this. This purple grass. These little teal plants. Like, I love the colors here. See if we can find a couple of calcishrooms while we're at it. Why not? Some of the stabilized reality glitches you can find really easily. Day or night, you just look for a particular color on the horizon. These are much harder to find. And never mind that they're already difficult to find because most of the flora looks all the same here. Can't even find one? What the geck? The geck, yo. Now this is so cool. I love this structure right here. Oh, look at that. And we've got one on the other side of it. There it is. Bang. Oops. I did not mean to throw that at it. I meant to scan that. Check that out. Okay. Inorganic object. Oh, dang, what am I going to replace? Okay, this was like ugly. I didn't care for it at all. There we go. That'll make a fun base part. All right. So this was it for the purge. So from here, I started off in Eisentam, and uh, jumping the core took me to Isdorjung. So we're going to pop over to that planet so I can show you where I landed in that system. Oh, hey, dead parrot. Didn't see you come in. Okay, here's the ship. Let's set up base teleport module. Damn it, why did I do that? Hit the wrong button. Alright, it still has that texture on it. Oh, yeah, insufficient power. Meh. Biofuel reactor. There's a lot that they fixed with settlements with this patch, but there's a lot of other stuff that they did not fix. That was kind of a bummer, but also it was kind of expected. Okay, off we go. I think hex bushes are the hardest. They are the hardest to find. They are ridiculous. Just started my second run of Alone in the Dark. Wow, man. Okay, so this is the planet I landed on. Yet another red grass with floating islands like we saw earlier. But we're going to go into photo mode because this one just looks nicer than the other one that we were on. It does have sort of a blue chromatic distortion. And of course, it's got lots of fog all over it that kind of helps it, in my opinion. Let's knock the clouds back so you can really see it. It's way cooler than the other one that we saw. And we can check out the caves. Aren't too exciting. I mean, they're okay. But my favorite part of this will become apparent soon, as soon as I find them. Here they are. Little tiny Diplo. Check them out. Check them out, man. Aren't they adorbs? There's that kind. Okay, that's the same one over there. Somewhere close there should be one of the other ones. You just find them. Oh, wait. There's one that I didn't get before. Oh, okay, that's one of the mole type, I guess you would call it, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that's the same one. Same one. Don't squawk at me. Oh, that's an interesting shot. That sort of tunnel smog. It's the kind that you just don't want to go into. Okay, we got rid of the vignette. And all that stuff off to the left adds a little more interest to the image and draws your eye to that foggy cave of no return. All right, so take that shot, and then we'll just move that over there and take that shot too, because that's kind of cool. Floating islands are my favorite. My absolute favorite are floating islands that aren't floating. Oh, yeah. And Diplos. Gotta love the Diplos, man. I'm always gonna have a base computer at the Diplo site. I really think Light No Fire is going to be amazing. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I don't want to get my hopes up. But yeah, it could very well be amazing. I sure hope it is. Okay, we're gonna, nope, not a short range teleporter. We do not need that here. But we do need one of these. So now we're gonna go back over to the Anglerfish. Oh, and that is not on this save file. Oh wait, before I do that, real quick, I wanna go check out this planet that I ran across. Also, in my travels through the purge, I covered this on last stream. But for those who haven't seen it, you can check it out. It's a wild, wild planet. It's chameleon, bubble lush, bioluminescent grass. You've got the purple sky. Look at that purple sky. Golden grass. Bioluminescent. All the bubbles. Green sky. Look at the planets on the horizon. Got this cool water. And in the background, you can see, it's kind of hard to see actually because there's nothing to contrast it with. But if we fly up, you can see how it will turn into a chameleon. That golden grass just turned green. Oh yeah, it's also Pac-Man. And I called the base Luscious Chameleon. See, everything is like, all the water is purple, but that's green. All the grass looks green on the horizon if we could see it. Let's fly up to where there's more, or fly around the planet to where there's more green. There we go, more ground. So it's golden, but as soon as we get into the atmosphere, it's green. That's how you can really tell a chameleon world. People have asked me tons of times, like, how do you know it's a chameleon? It's like this. This is it right here. Fly around. It's green. You land. Everything turns gold, except for in the distance. In the distance, you can still see the green. And that's just freaking cool as hell. We'll pop it back to night so you can get a good look. And that violet color, you can't see the green. It's not as pronounced. It's a lot more dull looking green, like a drab olive green. We've got this amazing glowy grass. And the bubbles are cool. Purple planets on the horizon. It's just dope. All right, so I had to show that off. And I'll go ahead and put the glyphs up here for people that are interested. Look at that. That's a hell of an image right there. And look at the starship trails are purple up there instead of the normal green. Oh yeah, glyphs. There we go. Let's move that so you can see them better. There we go. Feel free to inhabit if you're interested in this kind of a planet. Oh, Dead Parrot had to leave. Missed you, Dead Parrot. Massive storm incoming. Oh my god. Got to batten down them hatches. Okay. This might actually be a really cool shot. Oh, there we go with the Starborn Runner. Okay, that's actually a really cool shot. Okay. Got it. Okay, so looks like I need to build another. Oh, wait. I got to get back over there to build my... Actually, we'll just pop up here. Call in my freighter. That's been a pain in the ass lately. Wait a second. That looks pretty cool. That's a nice looking image. Especially if once we get the vignette out of the way. Maneuver the camera around a little bit. To get just that right angle. I like the color that just shoots across. And just for kicks, I'm going to put the sun in the center now, just to see what that looks like. Not quite as interesting, but I'll take it anyway. But yeah, you have to fly out a little bit farther. I keep forgetting to call my ship in before I take off. because I have to fly farther out of the atmosphere than normal to get it to pop in. There's my dragonfly ship right there. Now we're going to go and check out the anglerfish. Korvax dude walking around under the deck plate. Oh, he popped out. Oh, and I just remembered. Duh. We got to go to quit mode select. And we're going to hop on this other save file. And call our freighter in again on this save file, and that will get us to where we're going. Oh, but this might actually take us right back there because I was in multiplayer earlier, and where it said it was going to take me isn't actually where it's going to take me, theoretically. Any day now. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot this save file for whatever reason takes a little bit of extra time to load in. Or this planet specifically where I'm pretty sure we're going to pop in. Soon, I'm guessing. Probably. Maybe. It usually takes a couple of minutes, but okay, here we go. Finally. Starting to make me look bad. Yes, we are back here once again. Here is the anglerfish for those who have not seen it. Chasing after these golden goldfish. Got all the spines. There's our top-down view. I've messed around with this part quite a bit. I put a bunch of new parts, this new short wall down here at the bottom. I put those all the way around, and then I put some more of the lanterns in there to give all that rich red and orange glow, little red, orange, and yellow glow. The big gnarly teeth. Oh, that's one thing that they did fix was the teeth. The stalactites, stalagmites were gray for a long time after this most recent update, and they got that fixed. So it was very nice to have that fixed. So I've hooked up a couple of short-range teleporters. I'll show you where those go a little bit later. And also for those who have not seen, I've got shrunken down at Atlantid refiners, and then just flipped a plate upside down. I didn't even size that plate up or down at all. Just flipped it upside down to make this cool ass table. Welcome in, Rosa Evangeline. How'd you do all of those windows? Oh, so like all of this right here? Uh, that is a technique called glitch building, and it's a matter of manipulating the way parts can fit together. So I'll come in here and I'll show you. I still have a bunch of the scaffolding up. And so I'm in build mode and build camera mode. So all of these wires you see, those are created taking advantage of how this operates. So this right here, that is perfectly up and down, just like it should be. And if I take this out, it would normally fit just like that. Straight up and down, just like the one below it. But if you hit a specific button sequence, in my case on the PlayStation, it is the triangle. I'm on PC, but I use a PlayStation controller. So I use the triangle and the right trigger. And you do that at the same time. You have to sometimes do it a couple of extra times, and you have this wire. And that wire gets drawn out to this point right here that you see. I've already got one there, so I won't add it to that. So what happens when you've got that wire set down now is that you then take one of these, you go to wire mode, and you see this little end wire right there. That's where it connects on. And you hit, again, the triangle and the right trigger, and it glitches it on the angle that that wire is. So it has glitched into this angle, which is perpendicular to that wire that connects to the floor. And you just keep doing that up. So you add another one here, and it's still on that same plane as the one we just added. And you do that again. So that's the same plane as the one below it. But when you take this out and you put it on that wire that I did earlier, then it goes perpendicular once again to that angle of that wire. And you just keep repeating that until you go all the way up. And it's all based originally on a circle that I turned into a teardrop just by changing the direction of the last few angled pieces. And to learn about all of those techniques, Christy, can you drop in DG squared and Beeblebum? And that's a good place to get some of the basics of glitch building. And that will start you on a journey that you might not ever finish. It can be a little difficult and tricky to get it right, but over time you start to get the hang of it, and you start to understand the possibilities of how all these parts can fit together. And so here is a daytime version of some of the rest of this build. Got these cool seating areas. Thanks for dropping those, Krusty. Okay. So, inside, for those who have not seen, I've got an array of seating areas. And you can actually like colorize all of this by just dropping a decal over the top of everything, and it just like coats it like paint. It's pretty trippy. And the decal that I've used for this is the UN42 decal. And it has all those wonderful colors. Now we've got this sort of Middle Eastern style seating on the floor, on carpets. And you've got all the pillows around, multitudes of colors of the pillows. Of course, those are concrete bags, but when you put them out of context, they can actually look like pillows. And there's also a colorize glitch that you can turn those white, like all white, or it's sort of like white and off-white together. I can't do it because I'm running mods and I don't have access to the proper color palette right now. So I've got this little table right here. I'll get you a little better, closer look. Upside down, what's that part called? Something core, synthesis core. And then this angled piece, what is that called again? That's one of the new sloping salvaged roof gable. So I managed to flip that on its side and stick it on top of the upside down synthesis core to make a cool table. The cutoff corner is nice because you think about I'm a person walking through this area and you don't want to like have that out there knocking people's legs, do you? And then you can come over to this little table which has the new cog. It's got the black hole light, the frozen Atlas statue, a couple of goblets, which is basically the cup on top of a shrunken down stool. And then all of that is on top of the illuminated pot to make that really odd, interesting kind of table. So you've got the little entrance going down the tail, bubble pipes, capillary shells. We've got plants and the stone parts and the coral. We've got more of the frozen Atlas statue, some of the Atlantid crystal antenna is what that one is. This is open. I haven't finished that up yet. Got kind of a block. I still don't know what to put there. So I've made this table out of also unusual elements. I like to do that. Making tables or beds or bar tables out of unusual objects. Got the curly coral popping up through a little illuminated pot with a crystal. Got that light up through the center. And you can see underneath, let me back up a little bit. Go into camera mode and you can see it's the starship statue, but there's 4 of them in a circle. And that's what's holding up that shrunken down floor mat. But it looks just like a glass top table. And you can set objects like the cup is right on top. So it has that extra immersive effect of a glass top table. And we've got a little nip pipe going, fully packed, ready for a puff. Here's the bar, as I was talking about, making it out of unusual objects. And what I've got here are shrunken down alloy walls. And then in the kind of sunken into that center part, you can see one of the relic pieces that's pushed back behind the window. And then also you can see right here is the end of one of these little signs. So that sign is sunken into that as well. I got the angle slightly off. It's really difficult to do this, but I'll show you what it looks like as it's going, and it just rotates that that light going across. And then we've got the moonrise signs down below. Wood tabletop, or bar top, I guess you would say. And that's the timber pieces. That's a regular sized, or I think that might be slightly scaled up timber small wall with a shrunken down short wall. And I just got them lined up just right to make this really interesting bar top. There's my bartenders. Everywhere I have a bar, I have these bartenders right here. They have different hairstyles, different colors. They're fun. This one's got pigtails. And then we've got giant Nip Nip at the top, which there's some Nip Nip strains right there for you to purchase. Got different beverages, and those are super easy. Just a bottle with a decal on it. But they're fun, as it looks like you have an assortment of different beverages. More goblets. And then we've got what I've dubbed the food replicator. But check out the Catanian Empire. Our friends at the Catanian Empire have their sticker in the game, their logo, and I've used that here. Just makes for a super cool effect. Oops, got stuck there for a second. And you can see I've flipped over a small holographic chart projector. And then you can see these other parts, the cyclonic lathe, little screen, bubble pipe in there as well. Shrunken Atlantid refiner. Those yellow things are wonder projector plants upside down. So they just go downward, and you can kind of see the outline of it through that table right there. And then upside down illuminated pots that seem to hover, but they're like, that's the food replicator. So it created that goblet full of beverage, and then it created that for food. And you've got the little screens. You can go over there and type in what you want, and it'll show what you got. And then we've got small, like shrunken down compound bulbs to top it off. Just to give the replicator a little extra flair. Oh, and the basis of the food replicator is the antimatter reactor. It's just small. I shrunk it down. And that end part, that end piece right there, is just so cool looking and is rarely the focal point of what you see when you're just looking at this. Most people just don't really pay attention to the side, and I think that's the most interesting part of this. And here I am just babbling and not keeping up to chat here. What have we got here? Oh, thank you for, I kept forgetting to add the link to DG's. Thank you for adding that, Krusty. I really appreciate that. LMAO, the eerie jellyfish bartenders. Yeah, they're a little bit creepy, but also really cool. The decals will wrap around some items. It depends on the decal. Not all of them will do it, but a lot of them will. And you just play around with it until you were until you figure it out, and just yeah, just play around with it. Oh no, it didn't fix it. That's weird. Okay. All right. Well, at least you've got that link there, so people can click on that to subscribe to DG Squared. Like I said before, he's got some fantastic uh, uh, entry level glitch building techniques. And they're really just bite size, and you can take one, practice that one, you can go to the next one, practice that, and then you can start to figure out how to put those all together. And Beeblebum is also part of that, and he's got some amazing tutorials as well. More advanced stuff, that's when you're looking at people like Enra Silver, and yeah. Um, oh, hey, Double Tap. Welcome in. Glad to see you dropping by. All right. Now, this right here, this is the DJ booth. At some point, I will be getting a song, a bite beat song from Artisan, and that will go in here as well. So we've got, I created this little turntable. He's got a stool for his drink, and then put a sticker on that part right there, a decal on that part. I can't remember the name of that part. Uh, but you can see how it covers some of it, but not others. And you can adjust that by changing the size, and it will actually cover all of the recessed area as well. But I thought this looked a lot more interesting. So he's got a couple of turntables and little electronic readouts. And I used, so this part right here is the settlement um, interface, at your settlement. Uh, I've merged a globe in there. It took forever to get that globe just right, but I finally got it. Uh, so this part you can only place due to a mod that I'm using. You can see it if you're just visiting. It totally works because it is a part that's in the game naturally. It's in the game files. So you'll be able to see this if you come and visit. And then I put these little panels up here. I put a lot of detail into my builds that's hard to see unless you get in really close. So each of the three different colors of panels, and sort of being held up by shrunken down lamps, those little ceiling pendulum lamps. And so that's the DJ booth with the Wonder Projector Proto Get DJ there, spinning fat beats. And I put one of the skulls over his head. That took a long ass time, and I couldn't get it quite exactly how I wanted. You can see the mole face of the Proto Geck sticking out on that side a little bit. It's not perfect, but it works for the most part. And then we've got the disco ball up above, shooting out the blue light everywhere. I was hoping that we had something that would shine some other different color lights, but haven't found something that does it quite like the blue light. Unfortunately, it's responsible for that grinding kind of sound that you hear in the background, because those are the sort of obnoxiously, so you can hear it really loud now. It's the construct skull. The autophage heads that are base building parts. So yeah, there we go. There's that part. Oh, here's some more seating areas. This I used normal couches, but I did something very different for the table. And then this I used a regular table, but added some parts to it to jazz it up a little bit. And then added some parts onto that chair in order to jazz those up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Yikes. That did not do that last time I sat in that chair. Okay, Sean. All right, so you've seen that. Now there's the little tail hallway. Sort of like a little spinal column almost. It's also like a hall of skulls. Another shrunken down Atlantid refiner with compound bulb and one of those, the crystal antenna. And then the tail with the bar. I haven't finished the bar yet. So that's a little something what you can do. And if you're new here and you like what I've got going on, you like the content that I'm putting out, drop a like, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. Helps me out. And if you want to see more, subscribe away. I do this every Tuesday. And occasionally I'll do super late night Thursday. Sometimes I'll do a Saturday or a Sunday. Just wherever I can squeeze in an extra one. But Tuesdays are the most consistent at this same time. And so there's the fish where we just were over there. And we're now on this part of the build. I'll show you that real quick. And this was just me playing around with all of the new parts. I got so excited. I wanted to build something extra in this same sort of in this same area. And so this is one of the event systems for the No Man's High hub civilization. And we're just we celebrate the Nip Nip and we celebrate No Man's Sky. And we build, we collaborate, we teach, and we just have a good time. All about the Nip Nip and helping people out in the community. So let me drop the chords up here. If I can remember what I'm doing. There we go. Right buttons. So we're in Euclid here. This is a purple system. Totally worth doing what it takes to get your Atlantid drive so you can reach the purple stars. There's so much cool stuff. And one of the things here, those two planets right there, those are collision planets. And we've got a lot of bases up there. We've got a few here and on some of the other planets as well. But feel free, take part. If you're interested in joining our Discord, that information, that link is in the description of this video. And you can join up and enjoy our shenanigans. So, and this is all, this whole base, the Anglerfish and this is the Nip Nip Community Center for this event system. And I've been in the process of building these sort of robots with skulls on them. And I've got little little eyes. And those eyes are achieved by flipping up that illuminated pot, flipping it upside down. There are so many parts that are cool as fuck. If you just flip them upside down, they are so cool. And it's a little hidden design uh, element, I guess you could say, in a lot of parts. And I'll show you one that most people don't know because they're brand new parts. But these rooftop pieces, you got to take a look at them underneath. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back up and flip one upside down for you because it's not showing everything. So we're gonna flip that into wire mode, go upside down on a flat object, and then just plant it right there. Pull it out, drop it back down. Oh, they were a lot more complex upside down. That's strange. I mean, this is still cool. You'd still have a lot of fun with this. Like you can do, where is it? Yeah, this is the part right here. Come over here, grab this, paint it purple. Flip it around. Oops. Drop it right there, drop it on that, and then come back and delete if we can. That's going to be hard to do. There we go. So you've got that purple going, and then you make this wall, and you can put stairs leading out of this and just build off this upside down. And then you can just add to the design of what's already there by using other parts. But I will delete that and bring you back over here. Here's the little entryway from this side of it. And then here's some more glitched pieces. This is a super large deck plating. It's the same thing right here. This is the normal size, and that's what it's like next to the supersized version of the same item. Okay, so we'll go back inside and then we'll look up. Let me turn the light off. But check that out. So you can see all of this really red glow, and then these over here are pink. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I think some of the lights are wrong. Something happened with the sodium lamps that I buried in there. I'm not sure what. I'll have to figure that out. Now we got a full-size Atlantid refiner hanging from the ceiling as like a pendulum. And then you can see the larger antenna upside down. So you can just see that sort of flower pattern emerge. And I've got 4 of those around, or three of them, not 4, 3, because the centerpiece is 3 sides as well. And then you can see that I've got right here, it's not highlighting, but I've got a an antenna, an Atlantic antenna down the center of that, also upside down. And then another chart projector room up at the top. I'll show you what that all looks like from up above. Oh, I forgot, that's what's causing the different tone. We've got the teal um, doors in there. And okay, that's where I left off. Okay, that's where I left off because I wasn't sure if I liked it or not. I kind of like the red, the deep red with the purple a little bit more, but I use that so often that having the other color dimension to that might be the way to go. Can't really see the teal on this side though. Let's see what we've got here. One of the things I need to do is redo this. We're going to take that away, drop it over there, take this away, drop it right there, and what I'm left with are these two items. I think I need to take that away as well. And now this, I need to find that wire snap point. Oh, it's not there anymore. Okay. Take that up. Take that up. There's our wire snap point. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm not going to snap it to that point. I just want this over the top of that end of the wire point right there. Okay. So then I need to scale this up a little bit larger, drop that on there, and let's see if that did what I wanted it to. And what did I want it to do? I will show you in just a second. First off, I want to change the color of that. They fixed the colors of the light fissures, but they don't have this dark color going all the way up the tube like it was before, which is kind of unfortunate because I liked all of that extra color and was kind of an integral part in some of my builds. So don't know what I'm going to do there, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll take this part again. Wait, we want this part again because this is what's going to tell us if I got it right. So we're going to come over here and snap it to that point. And what I mean by that is, so I've picked up this part and I'm going to hit the triangle button, and that's going to create this wire point. And that's going to connect over here to that wire point. But I'm not going to just place it there. I'm going to hit toggle wire, which again is the triangle button on PlayStation. I believe it's is it the B button on Xbox? I think so. So we're going to hit that button and the right trigger, which is place object. Do that at the same time, and we connect them all together. And the point in doing this is you can see the slight red hue and those little streaming dots are outside of that column with the purple rings. So it gives that kind of effect. But unfortunately, now that they have changed the way the color operates, it's not doing what it used to do, and that is extremely unfortunate because there was a whole point to doing that. Um, I'm gonna make a Zendesk about it, and hopefully we can get that reverted. Uh, because when you have that solid column of light on the outside of this column with the purple neon rings on it, it just looks amazing. The contrast of those colors. I mean, those little dots that scroll up are cool, but it's nothing compared to that glow around the column as it goes up. So unfortunately, there's really no need for us to continue doing that today. Okay. Oh, and I've been yapping so much I didn't keep up with chat. Turntable cool. Thanks, Double Tap. Don't have a channel to shout out, Kiwi, but thanks just the same. A Nani Mouse. This is awesome, Dash. Lots of details. Thank you. Tomorrow. Dash, I don't nip. Can I bring a beer? Of course, bring a beer. There are actually plenty of people in No Man's High that have never smoked nip in real life ever in their lives. Uh, but we're we're not good vibes only, but we are just like chill the fuck out. Forget about the world. Leave real world worries behind you. Um, we're not beyond talking real talk. Um, but we try to leave the real world behind for the most part. So yeah, there's plenty of people that do not imbibe in the nip at all, and you are still welcome to join. You are an epic builder, dude. I'm gonna crash though. Have a good day, everyone. Oh, I missed you, Rosa. Um, I hope you have a great day. You're probably not hearing this, but if you watch the stream back, I hope you had a great time and a good nap. So yeah, okay. And then these right here are a little shrunken down. Those parts, the shell assembly station. They're generally much bigger. But yeah, so I spun those around. The back side of them looks super cool, very industrial vibe. And it makes a nice accent piece to sort of counterbalance the circle lamps. It's like the smooth, elegant circles, and then this really like harsher kind of blocky vibe. And it just gives an interesting uh, contrast as you go around. Little stack of cogs. And this little glitch stack. This isn't really a glitch stack because these are literally all hand placed. And it's not that difficult to do some of this stuff. All right, since we really don't need to do that to those parts, I do still want to put these other things back in. So we're going to drop that back down. And that gives us this little hazy teal fog right here. That, oh wait, let's go ahead and put this piece back in there too. Because that covers up the base. You can see the base of the light fissure right there. And so this part gives a little bit more interest and covers that part up. So it just adds a little extra to that whole structure. Oh, and I need to put those parts back, the floor pieces back. And right here. Yeah, so one of the things I did, where's our wire snap point? Why is it not showing up? Oh, I didn't delete it, did I? Oh, that's going to suck if I deleted it. Why is it not showing up? Oh, dude, what the hell? That's all right. Because we've got these wire snap points. And we can figure out the rest. I thought I had left. See, there's that one. That one's still intact. That one does not appear intact. Okay, that one's intact. Okay, that one is still there. What about that one? Not still there. Weird. I must have accidentally deleted it. There's that one. What about, okay, you're there. Okay, so what I need to do is, oops. For this one, gotta reattach that and flip it back around because I changed the direction of the wire point. So now we're going to flip this one around, and that's going to change that circular light up above. So it puts this piece on the inside and that piece on the outside. So we can delete that. We can replace it later. But I changed the direction that those snap points were going, so I just need to redo this. That one's intact. Okay, there's that. And where is that? Okay, is that just connected to this? Okay, that's connected to just off center. The trick is remembering what direction I made that wire in. Okay, that one I'm going to have to redo. And this one, oh, what is all going on there? Okay, that's the one I want. The back one, but not. What are you? What am I snapping to there? Oh, I made, okay. This is kind of a cluster. I think I know what happened. I think when I moved this, because this whole structure used to be on the other side of the anglerfish, at the base of the hill where you see those towers off in the distance. It was just down that hill behind this little outcrop right there. So I went into the save editor, copied what's called a JSON file, and that's the file that holds all the information for what's in a base. And then I plugged that into the program called Blender, which some of you may know. And in Blender, it renders all of these objects just like you would see them in the game, just without all of the terrain. So you can build, you can edit, you can move it all in Blender. So then when you're done moving it all and adjusting it how you want it, you export that file, that changed JSON file. You move that back over to the save editor, load it up, save it, back out of the save editor, start up the game, and it moves. You just moved it all the way across this hilled area right up here. So yeah, it's a fascinating technique. I don't I've only built like I've only built one item. I started to build a second item just solely in Blender, but it's hard, y'all. Anyone who says Blender is the easy way out, it's hard to learn all of the stuff in order to make Blender, like to build a structure in Blender. It takes a lot of practice and is just as difficult as any of the more complex glitch building. Anyone says that Blender is the easy way out has never ever fired up Blender even once. It makes some very amazing projects that the only way to achieve them is through Blender. But it's awesome as a whole. That is my humble opinion on that. Okay, that one is missing the wire too, and it looks like it's missing that. Okay. So I think I'm going to need to. I'm seeing something else that I'm not liking, and I want this glow to be a little higher than it is right now. So we're going to take this all out again. That's one of the wild things when it comes to glitch building. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take this back out. We're going to leave the light fissure in there. Take that out. I do hope they fix the light fissure though. And that's what part we're trying to get out of there. That's also, okay. Yeah, so just that is left. So here's another glitch technique. What I'm going to do is get a cube. Get that cube, and we're going to glitch it onto that wire point. Did that? Yeah, that did it correctly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. No, we're not going to copy that yet. We are going to change its color though, because that will pick up in the glitch. So we're going to grab this, and we're going to do what's called a cache. We're going to get the triangle button and the square button at the same time. And if we do it right, which I didn't do here, that's a wire point. So we need to get back out of that. Hit it just, oh no, it's because I picked it up. You need to copy it, you can't pick it up. All right, so you see those concentric sort of square corners there. What we're going to do is copy that. Oh wait, we already copied that. So we have a copy of that in the cache already. So we're going to copy this. We're going to stick that above. And we're going to hit the toggle wire, which is the triangle again, and then the right trigger, just like we did on other items before. And then that elevates that piece up in the air. And so now that teal glow is more of this in the central area. And if we decide we don't like that, we can just keep raising it up until it turns out the way we want it. And I'm also thinking that we might want it just up a couple of heights, a couple of bits higher than that. So I'm going to do this. We're going to do this one more time. Copy that. Drop it in our cache. Copy the cube. Put it up top and do this is called an adjacency glitch. And basically you're just swapping parts. Might call it the switch glitch instead. But I think it's just long been established that's what we called it. Okay, so this is a little difficult to get some of these parts out of here. So we'll take that out because you don't want to waste base parts. But it's not always easy to delete these cubes. So what I'm going to do is duck inside of it. Hopefully this works out right. And for doing that, since we're in the camera mode, you have to be opposite of wherever your avatar is. So where's my there's my avatar right there. So I need to be on the outside. And you're going to exit the camera mode and then enter it real quick. And so now we're inside. Oh, we ended up inside the gazebo. We should still be able to find a corner of the cube, maybe? Oh man, it is not coming up. Okay, gotta try again. Okay, sometimes it's just a matter of catching the corner, and that's not going to happen either. Let's see if we can get it just... There we go. See, you can see up there it says target part cube. And we just delete that. Exit camera mode to get out. And we try this again. This is even harder because getting inside of a cube is very difficult. Okay, not fast enough, so we ended up on the other side. Oh man, it likes to push you back out of the cubes and other objects. And if there's too many occupying one area, it really does not like that. Oh, almost had it. Sometimes you can catch it on the outside as you're backing out of it. Give it a couple more tries and we might skip it, and it's something that I'll have to go in and delete in Blender. Or just leave in there. Either way is fine, but I kind of like to conserve my base parts as much as possible. The other thing that happens sometimes is that just doing a reload will help you reach parts easier. Just, in fact, I'm going to try that out real quick. And I'll use that time to see if anybody said anything in chat. All right. All right, Kiwi took off. All right. Oh, did Krusty leave too? Are you still here? Or did you leave? Holy cow, 55 people in here? Wow, I think that's more than I've ever had. That's fantastic. Welcome to the show, everyone, if you're just joining us. Okay, you're here, kinda. Awesome. Thank you, Krusty. yeah, thanks for joining the show today. Uh, Smash that like button if you don't mind. It'll help me out greatly. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you would like to subscribe. I'm getting inching ever so slowly up to 200 subscribers. We'll get there soon, I hope. It's been quite a long trek just to hit 200. I think when I started streaming, maybe I guess roughly a year ago, I had like 66 subscribers. So it's taken me a year to get over 100, like 115, I guess. Something like that is where I'm at now. 115 over what I started off with. But it's been a fun ride nonetheless. Okay, so let's try this out. There's a part. Drop it on that wire point. Yeah, so we have that teal fog a little higher up. And then we even have it coming out of the top, which is pretty nice, I would say. That I think that I like that. It's certainly way better than where is it over here? Than that one. It's really low. It's hard to see. This one over here makes it much easier to see. And adding this part back in, it should be just over the top of that dome area. Yeah. Oh, that fits nice. That's cool. Okay, so where is the central part? I've got a bunch of wires under there and I don't remember why they're there. Let's go underneath. Okay. Oh, I think I was experimenting with something earlier on and then ditched it because I didn't do it on any more than that one. So it's the center one. That's the one I need to glitch to. Move that down. Move that down. Okay. Take that out. I just noticed some of the cubes are showing up. It's not a terrible look, actually. Those might stay. All right, that's fair. Okay, but what we do want that cube back. Again, flipping it over to purple. Put an extra one out here because I'll need to use that later. And then do what we were talking about before. Yeah, we need to grab that. Cache it. We're duplicating, not actually grabbing it. And then copy this. Drop it down. Switch in places. The old switcheroo. We're going Delete that one. Oh, wait. Derp. Didn't need to delete that one yet because I need to do this. Oh, and then we duplicate it to there, if I remember correctly. Yes, that's the right height for that. That's the ticket. Delete that out. Put that back in its place. Put that back in its place. That's a way better look. I don't think I did a top-down view of this previously. Check out those compound bulbs. The way they just pulse toward the center. Dunk. All right. Okay, we've got those two. Now, does this one have the snap point intact? It does not. That one does. Move those out of the way. Forgot to change the color on the other one, but it's not like the color was showing up super well. Yeah, it's not even showing up. None of those colors are showing up like it should. I'll just leave it like that for now. Oh no, I did not snap it onto the wire. Or I snapped it onto the wrong wire, that's what I did. There we go. Oh wait, that's bugging me. Because what are those other wires doing underneath there? What are those connected to? Are those just phantom wire points? I think those are phantom wire points. Because they should be highlighting the wire. Gazebo roof, which is what I'm inside. Then there's the light fissure. Okay, what was that? Okay, the EM generator. I should be seeing little wire endpoints right here, and I'm not. See, there's the point. Is it just buried inside of there? I can't tell. See if I can go inside of it. Nope. Okay, now I'm in. I'm in. Oh, it's the snap points for the electromagnetic generator. Derp. I should have known that. I'm a derp. Derp, derp. Alright. Put it back together. But wait a minute. It deleted them. No. It cascade deleted the electromagnetic generators. Oh, I should have saved before I did that. Okay. Where's my little save? There we go. Save beacon. Save me now. No, you're fine, Christy. Big letdown on the storm, says Dead Parrot. But I'm not long for sleep due to starting early. Y'all have a great night, evening. All right, later, Parrot. I hope you heard this. Have a good night. Simbil Joe, welcome in. Is that Joe Self? Did you change your name again? Is that who I'm speaking to? Okay. Let's fix this thing that I just did. Or did I? Did I mess it up? Or no? Okay. I'm high, y'all. So I'm being a little forgetful of where I am sometimes. Please forgive me. I am not of the right mind. Because those are there. Those did not disappear. Everything's fine. I just forgot where I was. Okay. Back to where we were. After we duplicate our part. Cache it. Copy that cube. Switcheroo. Up and up. Copy, cache, copy, switcheroo. Come on, get the cube. Get the cube. Oh, it is not getting the cube. Come on, now get the cube. You're right, it's right there. It's like right friggin' there. Nope. Not gonna cooperate. That's okay. Oh. Had to clear out the cache. Something was stuck in there. Okay, we've got that. And we got a couple more of those. Let's see. Take this down. Do a color shift. Whoops. Bounce myself out of camera mode. Where is our antenna? Oh, dang it. I put that at the wrong level. Alright, that's going to require me to pull stuff apart again. I have been streaming for over 3 hours now, and I think it's gotten to me a little bit. But I'll give a quick overview, just real quick like. Go to camera mode, that'll be better. Just a quick overview of this whole area. Got several landing pads. Now we've got... I love this planet because it is a dissonant desert planet with absolutely no storms at all. 0 storms. I've never seen one like this. It doesn't even have those gravity storms. There's our electromagnetic hotspot right there. That's why I moved all of this stuff from that hill way over there back over to here, because I wanted to take advantage of that field in order to put these parts down. So once again, we have that anglerfish over there. Oh, it's not showing up because we're kind of far away, and we're not in a good line of sight for it. But I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Like I said, it has been a little over 3 hours. I'm going to check real quick to see if to see who's on right now, see if anybody's streaming. I don't have enough subscribers to do a full-on raid. But let me see if someone else is doing No Man's Sky right now. I don't see anyone live for No Man's Sky. Not even anyone I don't know. No one is running that right now. So what I will do is I'm going to go over to Metal Gamer Geek. Oh, hey Spog, you're coming in right at the end. So I can't properly raid, but I would love to have everyone who is still around go over to Metal Gamer Geek. Here's the link coming up right now. If you guys could hop over there, you can do a dash raid if you hop over there and show them some love. Hit a like, drop a comment. If you don't mind doing that, just keep the ball rolling, keep this energy going. It's not No Man's Sky, but he's a great person to watch. A lot of great content, and hop over there and check him out. So that's me, Dashboard Devil. Until next time, we'll be back again, like I said, Tuesday for sure. And until then, have do your best to find joy around you. Never let them take your joy, whoever they may be. Uh, Till next time, have a great night.